never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is What If Deku is the perfect host for a symbiote, part 7. As we cut to Izuku, as Izuku's walking with Dr. Doom in his palace, as he's like, "What are you after, Mr. Doom? You didn't offer this sanctuary out of goodness of your own heart." As Dr. Doom's like, "You're a smart lad, Izuku. You're no fool. I have a slight motivation for bringing you here to my country, Latveria. I'll explain everything. Come with me." As they walk to the balcony, you see this land here, Izuku. This is Latveria, my people. My main objection has always and always will be to protect my people and my family. I see my subjects as family. Reason why I sought you out personally is your quirk, creation. It's a very interesting ability. Very different from the mutant gene. With your ability, I could ensure my people's safety. As Izuku, what do you mean? I propose a question, Izuku, as he has his hands behind his back. What will happen if, out of a theory, let's say, let me ask you a question, Izuku. Are you close to your mother? As Izuku's like, yeah, she's my mother. Excellent, my boy. What would you do if someone captured your mother and refuses to return her? I would find her, rescue her, and kill the ones responsible. Very good. Well said, my boy. You see, there are beings out. I have many foes, especially the Fantastic Four, but them I'm not worried about. There's beings out there are far beyond my level, far your understanding. This so-called being has someone very important to me. I want to rescue. But to order to do that, I need your assistance, Izuku. I need you to utilize your quirk. I am well informed who your mother is. It's only a matter of time before she comes barging in here. But as a son yourself, as your son, you are not stupid like the rest of the people in the United States. You're intelligent, resourceful, able to last that long in the States against the not the Justice League, sorry guys, against the Avengers and the Spider and those spider people and Shield itself. You're quite a fascinating young man. Like, what exactly do you want? I highly doubt you want. If you want antimantium, I could eat. That's a simple task. I've got quite good at making that. No, antimantium is a strong metal. I need something else. Something more potent. What do you mean? I need I forgot the name of it. Vibranium. As Izuku's like, what the hell is that? It's a metal that you ah a precious metal that it's found in Wakanda. Unfortunately, I don't have a sample at the moment. But if I'm able to acquire the sample, would you be able to create it? As Izuku, as long as by itself, no. I need to know the chemical makeup of it. I believe we could work something out like that. So what do you say, Izuku? Will you assist me in this endeavor? As Izuku as Izuku gets quiet, what do you think, Chaos? Should we assist him? I'm quite interested in his vibranium thing. It's intriguing. If it's more powerful than antimantium, and if I could able to produce it, it will help Mother greatly. What do you think? Whatever you decide, Izuku. We are bonded after all. You are my host. It's your decision. I have no issue with it, as long as it is something you want to do. Thank you, Chaos. I think we will assist this, Mr. Doom. Do you say, Izuku? As Izuku, very well. We will assist you in this. As he's like, we, what do you mean, young man? As he's like, Doom looks at Izuku as something appears out of Izuku. As Izuku says in sequence with the symbiote, we are chaos. As as Victor Von Doom kinda kinda, he's intrigued. You have a symbiote. I did not know that. Interesting. Very interesting. As the lady comes walking behind them, the lady with armor with a green cloak comes in as she kneels down. Master Doom, you summon me? Ah, victorious. Good, you've come. Victorious, this is Izuku. He will be staying with us as a guest. Please look after him. Izuku, we will discuss further plans tomorrow. It's getting quite late. And you must be starving. Victorious, please get the young man some food and direct him one of our guest rooms. Yes, Doom. As Victorious gets up, as Doom walks off to think. As we cut to the Doom, as he's walking down to his throne, Mephisto, your time is up. I will free my mother's soul on our next meeting. As he walks off, as he sits on his throne, as victorious, Ezekiel was it? Follow me. As they are in a dining hall, as several servants start flopping food in front of Ezekiel, you eat as he sees victorious, just standing there. As Ezekiel sit, as she's like, "Excuse me, eat with me." I can't. I'm on duty. As Ezekiel's like, I insist. I like to eat with people. Take it. We're gonna be spending a good amount of time together. I would like to get to know you. Victorious, was it? And she's like, very well, as you insist, Izuku. As Izuku spends some time eating with Victorious, as some of the servants fill Izuku's drink, as they kind of spilled a little bit on him, as she's like, I'm sorry. As as Victorious give the the servant the mean mean look as he's it's quite all right. It's fine. By the way, thank you for the food. I appreciate it. I haven't ate like this in a while. Brings back fond memories with me and my mother. As Victorious looks at you, your mother, you're quite young. Where is your mother? Oh, she's probably worried sick about me by now. It's only a matter of time before she comes looking for me. My mother can be quite persuasive when she wants to be. Are you done eating, Izuku? As he's like, yes, I'm quite full. Come, I'll direct you to the guest quarters. As Izuku, very well. As they're walking, as they get in their quarters, or his quarters, as he's like, if you need anything, I'll be outside the hall. As Izuku shuts the door, as Victorious stands guard. We time skip for the next day, as Victorious knocks on the door, and she wakes up Izuku. It's time to get up. Master Doom wishes to speak with you. Very well, Victorious. I'm curious on what's the next step of the plan. You could get to where Doom's at, as Victorious like, Master Doom, I brought Izuku. As Doom's like, very good. Leave us. We have much to discuss. As she leaves, how did you sleep, my boy? As Izuku's like, well, Mr. Doom. She's like, very well. Before we go further into the plan I have, I'm gonna give you a little test. As Izuku looks at him curiously, as he's like, what kind of test, Mr. Doom? Simple, Izuku. I will give you all the knowledge. I'll give you access to the blueprints of my primal Doombot, and I want you to create one with antimantium. If you pass this little test, then I know you're capable of what needs to be done. As several of his guards direct him towards or the information that as Izuku spends quite a lot of time figuring it all out. It doesn't take much for him because he's kind of smart. So now the primal Doombot, it's basically like it's like the earlier version of a Doombot. I didn't know what to call it. I don't know what they're called, but basically it's a basically what that is. It's basically a old model of a Doombot. Electronic wise, it's just basically like a robot that has no sentient in it whatsoever. So as Ezekiel spends a couple weeks doing it, as he finally gets ready, as he's like, finally, got the all knowledge down. This is quite fascinating tech for such a unique country. Mr. Doom has many secrets. Not a fool. I know he holds great power. Interesting. And I'm curious if this Mephisto character. I'm quite interested in that, too. In this Wakanda. And the Vibranium. So many new things I need to learn. With the knowledge I gain here, I'll make sure my mother won't be stopped. Victorious comes to check on Izuku as she sees him as a Doombot. And she's like, what is that? Is that one of the old models? Ah, Victorious. Yeah. Mr. Doom wanted me to gave me a little test to make one of these Doom bots out of adamantium. It's quite fascinating tech Mr. Doom has. And she's like, how are you able to, where do you get adamantium from? Oh, I created it. And she's like, what do you mean created it? Oh, Mr. Doom didn't tell you? I have a quirk called creation. Any non-living entity, metal, weapons, such nature, I can create as long as I know the chemical makeup and how it's made. And this is quite fascinating. I'm enjoying myself extremely. I believe it's time to show my work to Mr. Doom. Come, Doombot. As it follows Izuku to the throne room, or where Doom's at. Victorious, what do you need? I do not summon you. Master Doom, Izuku wishes to speak with you. Ah, my boy. Ah, I see you. Ah, well done. Let's take a closer look at this bot, this Doom bot. As he examines it, as he's like, very, very well done, my boy. I think you're more than capable of handling what needs to be done. It seems that you've been training your quirk quite well. Yes, Mr. Doom. Mother was always big point of me to learn everything about my quirk. What it can do, what it can't do. This project you had me do, or test, like you say, Mr. Doom, I'm interested in more. I wanna learn more. As Doom kind of, he sees a kinship a little bit with Izuku. He's a smart lad. Doom, I do have a question though. As Doom looks at Izuku, what is the question, young Midoriya? Who exactly is this Mephisto? My curiosity is piqued. She's like, very well, Midoriya. I can at least tell you that. Considering you're gonna be a big part of bringing him down. Mephisto is a ancient being. I guess you would call him the devil. Every year, I'm able to challenge him to free the one that's very important to me. And with your help, I will be able to finally defeat him. It's almost saying that you're what I've been hearing. Well, sorry, what what you're saying. It almost seems like he's a god. As Doom's like, correct. As he's there's gods. Correct, young man. There's so much you don't know. Come with me. I have a question myself, Izuku. As Izuku looks up, what is it, Mr. Doom? What abilities do you have with your symbiote? I've never actually. I've come in contact with a couple symbiote, mostly Venom. Yours seems a lot more docile than the normal symbiotes. What type of abilities do you have? I have reflexes, strength, durability. I can shoot web if I choose to, acid, and I have this. I've been working on it. As Izuku turns invisible, as Doom's like, interesting. Speaking of the Wakanda thing, Mr. Doom, how are we going to retrieve this sample of vibranium? I can't directly attack Wakanda because of other issues between other nations and because of Black Panther. As Izuku, who's Black Panther? A hero. That's part of the Avengers. He's the king of Wakanda. And they hold the vibranium very secretly. It's very rare they give it out. But with the abilities you show me, Izuku, you are the perfect one to acquire such samples and gather intel. What do you say, Izuku? Are you up for a little challenge? As he gets the grips of Izuku's personality, pretty set, he could easily. Well, I'm gonna tell this. So let me see. You want me to infiltrate a nation, steal their secrets, and get out without being killed? Correct, young Midoriya. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I agree. This is gonna be so much fun. When uh, when will this? When will I be leaving? In a couple days. Why don't you go run off and continue your studies? Of course, Mr. Doom. As Izuku leaves, as he's just standing on the balcony, looking over his nation, as Victorious comes, Mr. Doom. Oh, sorry, not Mr. Doom. Master Doom. Ah, Victorious. What do you think about the boy? Ah, Victorious, like, I have no opinion, Doom. Master. You just tell me the truth. You're. She's like, can I speak freely? Yes, of course, my subject. I like the boy. He's he's intelligent, smart, respectful. I've never met a young man as him before. I agree. The young man is very interesting. And with his help, my everything will go according to plan. But master, why are you sending him to Wakanda? He's only a boy. Yes, he is only a boy, Victorious. But he is a very talented young man. And he also gets us. We get something out of it. So does he. Question, Victorious. How many Doombots have Deku created? Oh, not Deku. How many Doombots the young man has created? I believe I'm not stupid enough to know. I'm not stupid enough to believe that he only made one. As Victorious, like, he made quite a lot in a short time. How many? About 20. Huh. Boy works fast. Good. Now, go back to your duties and guard Izuku with your life. He's very important. Yes, yes, Doom. As she goes off to go where Izuku is. As a couple of days has passed, as we're going to time skip, as Izuku finally made it to Wakanda, through being stowaway and being invisible, as Izuku's walking through the city, when he was able, he had to wait until someone was entering the city to get in. I don't know how tight the security is in that nation because I don't know much about Black Panther besides the lore videos I've watched on YouTube about. So let's say he did that, and they can't sense him because he's invisible because Izuku does that. He's walking through the city as he's like, I'm amazed. This this nation's quite advanced. I thought they would be like primitive. According to what Mr. Doom said. Chaos. Are you sure we can't be present? Oh, sorry. Are you sure we can't be sensed as chaos? Yes, Izuku. We are undetected. Good. Let's get to work. While Izuku was in Wakanda, Black Widow and Lady Deathstrike infiltrated Latveria by that time. Hello, as Lady Deathstrike and Black Widow infiltrated the castle by now, as they get right behind. They're a pretty couple feet away from Doctor Doom. Hello, Lady Deathstrike and Black Widow. I'm very. Your arrival was sooner than expected. Where's my son, Doom? He's occupied at the moment. What did you do to him? If you hurt him, I'll kill you. Don't threaten me in my own nation, girl. I won't kill you. For the young man's sake. Me and him have an arrangement. And she's, what do you mean? That will be discussed in a later date. But you, other hand, I believe I could. I believe I could single-handedly defeat you easily, you two. But that's beneath me. As several Doombots come barging in, as they're Izuku's maid, as she noticed them, it's like it can't be antimantium. Yes, these are more primitive models, but you are no longer welcome in my nation. Leave or be destroyed. As Victorious comes in a fighting stance. My most trusted subject will escort you out of my country. Don't worry, your boy won't be harmed. After he's done with our agreement, I will release him in your custody. Until then, don't interfere. If you do, I will bring wrath upon the U.S. Do you want myself clear? As Lady Deathstroke is about to go into a strike at Doom, as Black Widow grabs her hand, her Lady Deathstrike. We've lost this. We've lost this time. As she gives, I refuse to let this man have my son. Don't worry, we'll get him eventually. As they get escorted out of Latveria. Izuku's walking through the palace, and she's like, this place is pretty big. Let's see. Technology. Where would they keep all their neat little secrets? Let's see. As Izuku searched throughout the palace, as he's finally something I could use. As he's following a couple of scientists in Wakanda, as he sees a lab. As Izuku sees a scientist filling with some vibranium, not pure not ores, but they're making just random stuff. As Izuku comes from behind them, comes behind one of them, the only scientist that's in the room right now. Izuku rubs him in a web, as he's like, no speaking, as he covers his mouth with web, as he has him pinned to the wall. Sit tight. I have much work to do. So this is vibranium. Interesting. Let's see what we have. Computer. Ah, there we go. As he puts a flash drive in there, as he starts transferring data, as he's looking through it, this is not good enough. I need a pure sample. I get the gist of it, but I need a pure sample to study. Untampered with. Thank you for your assistant. Your assistance? Bye bye. As he turns invisible, as he walks out. I have the location of the mines. This is going to be fun. Now it's time to go do a little treasure hunt. As he's having time of his life, he's just having a blast. As Black Panther has walking around, as he catches a scent, guards, we have an intruder. Yeah, because doesn't matter how invisible Ezekiel is, he hasn't masked his scent. So Black Panther, he could catch up on that real fast. As alarm goes off all around the base, all around the palace, as soldiers are searching everything. As Ezekiel hears alarms, Ezekiel, we've been, sorry guys, give me a second here. Ezekiel, we've been found out. Don't worry, Chaos. About time they figure out what we're after. It'll be too late. As Ezekiel finally gets out of the palace, as he goes towards the mine. I'm not sure where the mine's at. Not sure like much about the Wakanda like layout. As Ezekiel silently takes out guards, nighty night. As he knocks them out. All right, Chaos. Let's get mining. As Ezekiel's whistling, as he's mining for some pure samples. As he's like, as he creates a backpack, as he throws several samples in there, as he's like, huh, time to leave. Black Panther goes in the lab as he sees the covered in web, as he frees him. My king, we have intruder. He's after the Vibranium. If this intruder was after Vibranium, why didn't he take any of these samples? I don't know. And he also downloaded some information. I'm sorry, my liege. It's quite alright. I don't blame you. Guards, get to the mines now. As everyone goes to the mines. You over there. I want to see the civilians now. As he sees what Ezekiel did. A boy? Who the hell is he? And the gall of coming to my nation try to steal our secrets. I want him captured alive. I want to know why he's here and who he's working for. To think of a kid got into the palace without being seen. Release the city dome. I don't want him escaping. As the dome comes on, as it covers the whole city, Ezekiel can't leave now. He's stuck there. Oh shit. Guess we're stuck. Ah, no, this is getting irritating now. As Black Panther gets the scent, ha, found you. As he comes to where Ezekiel is, he's like, I know you're there, boy. I can smell you. Ezekiel's like, shit. As he decloaks, or, becomes tangible. That's rude. You just met me, telling me I smell. You're not very polite, are you, Mr. Judging by your outfit, I guess you're the king. The mighty Black Panther, I take it. You have a lot to explain to you, young man. You have a lot to explain to, young man. Guards take him. As they all point weapons at him. As he's like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Captured again. I suggest you don't make any sudden moves. My soldiers are on edge. I might not want to hurt a kid so young, but my guards will not. My guards don't have such problems. as they have pointed staffs at him, at his neck, as they're all surrounding him, as they're directing him to, the palace. As we're going to stop it there. Yeah, I'm going to stop. That's a good point. Stop it there. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, bye.